when Jesus died on the cross, he secured that promise for you and me. And he said, yep, that's a promise for my people. That's a promise for my children. And he waits for us to say yes to the promise that God has given. That's the next thing. You claim the promise of God. To claim the promise of God, you say, this promise now is mine. I believe what you said, God. I know your promise. I see how that's promised. If I have a need in my life, I know Philippians 4:19, for my God shall supply all of my needs according to his riches and glory by Christ Jesus. So I have a financial need. I have a spiritual promise. I believe that promise, and now I claim it. God, I thank you that this is real for me. It's not just something for somebody else. It's something for me. It is for my life. I claim it as my promise from you, and you grab hold of it and you make it yours. It is yours. You claim it. You know, there are a lot of things that in life can go unclaimed. A lot of us, when we get ready to give someone a gift, it's very convenient nowadays to give gift cards to people, right? A gift card to a particular store or just a generic gift card that we give to people. It's interesting. The studies have been done in terms of how much balances are left each year on gift cards, okay? And over $1 billion a year is sitting out among people in unclaimed use of gift cards. Think about that. There's some of you here today, you got a gift card that you haven't used, okay? There's a lot of it here. By the way, if you're not going to use it, give it to me. I'll take care of it for you, okay? But just think all those resources that are unclaimed, okay? Sitting in people's pockets and never claim it, okay? I can't prove this scripturally. This is just a theory. It's just an idea. So just take it as what it is. But it's just an interesting thought for me, okay? So I'm not preaching right now. I'm just talking, okay? Got it? Okay, I'm just going to give you my idea. I wonder when we get to heaven, are we going to see all these warehouses in heaven that are overflowing with all these blessings? And God saying, you know, I had all those things for you, but you never claimed them. I had all these blessings. And I had this thing I wanted to do in your family, but you never claimed that. And you never took hold of that. You never used your faith to have that accessed in your life. And so I think sometimes we miss the blessings of God because we don't claim them. And so we know God's promise. We believe God's promise. We claim God's promise. And then we rest in God's promise. Now, God, I know what you said. I'm going to rest in you. The Bible speaks of a rest that comes in Hebrews chapter 4. When we use our faith in God, Isaiah 26:3 says, you will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast because they trust in you. So that trust and rest, and then you wait on God's promise. See, God's promise, when God promises you something, he promises you on his timetable, not yours. Right? Right? And God always knows the right timing, okay? And so it just reminds you of something. When you claim a promise from God, don't tell him when it's going to happen, and don't try to tell him how it's going to happen. So to trust God's promise is to say, God, I trust you whenever you want to do it and whatever way you want to do it. And whatever box it comes in is okay. I'm not going to tell you how to wrap it up for me. I'm just going to tell you that when it's right, I know you'll bring it to me, and whatever manner you want to bring it to me, I know that I can trust you, and so I'm just going to wait upon you, God, to deliver on your promises. Psalm 130 verse 5 says, I wait for the Lord, my whole being waits, and in his word I put my hope. So you wait on him.